her and be like, hey, come outside, show her my teeth, and then...
That's the weirdest romantic.
Just like, look at my smile.
Hey, welcome to the Fuck House Fucking Edition. This is the Basement Show, where today we talk to Ross Passeck and Sam Whiteley about when they lost their lip virginity.
First kiss.
And their penis virginity.
First fuck.
Yeah.
So, we hate ourselves. We hate our first times were horrible. So we decided to invite some friends over and make ourselves feel better by listening to their horrible stories. And that's what this is. First, we're going to start by listening to Sam's depressing first kiss.
Let me guess, was it underneath the bleachers during a basketball game?
No, it was not.
Oh, that seems like... Do you kind of wish it was?
No, not at all. There's trash around you and shit. It's like, how do you get under there? That's what they never do in those teen movies. Like, how did they get under the bleachers?
Oh, mine was clearly open in my high school. You could just walk right underneath.
Okay.
It was like floor level, too.
Wow.
We had a nicer back at
you probably...
See, our football games were at, like, noon. So if you just went and smoked under the bleachers and, like, nobody showed up...
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you just went and smoked under the bleachers, it would be like, dude, is there somebody smoking under the bleachers right now?
That's a good question. Wait, was the point to get caught? Because you could have just done that on a day there wasn't a game. And then nobody would have...
That's why I'm saying I didn't do it.
Nobody would have
The point is, under the bleachers is just a trope.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not
sure.
not real.
So you were on top of the bleachers.
Yeah, in full view. No, it was at, should I name names?
Give a first name.
It was at our mutual friend Megan's winter formal dance after party.
Whoa, okay, I followed that, yeah. So it's wintertime, you're chilly in your coats and your nice attire.
We were glammed.
Was it your date?
Was it your date?
Okay,
yeah.
you took a date. Okay. Did you guys ever have dates to dances?
Yes.
I never went to dances.
That tracks.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Was
you never did it?
I had a date to prom, but it was more of like a mutual friend who just like neither of us had a date. So we're just fuck it, let's go.
I didn't
like. It wasn't I asked a girl to go to prom with me type of thing.
Well, and so winter formal, and I don't know if you guys did this at your high schools, but it was Sadie Hawkins.
Oh, she asked you.
She had to ask me.
That's fun.
But we were,
very progressive.
Right, we were sort of... I don't think it is when they, like, make parameters to it, and they're like, this time, the girls are the guys.
When it's supposed to be, like, kooky. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be fucking crazy
if the girls asked the guys to this one?
That's insane. I mean, that would...
As if it was a rule for the other ones, like the dude is supposed
honestly,
to.
that just put all of the rest of them on us. Like, girls could have asked us the whole time.
Yes, it... So, I was in. I was in a good spot.
So, yeah, you knew she liked you enough to ask you to the Sadies.
Yeah, and because it was Lake Oswego, they paid, too. Like, we went all out with that one.
Oh, yeah, it was a nice dance?
Well, and it was... No, like the meal beforehand.
Oh, shit.
What was the meal?
Oh, there was a meal?
Where did we go? What was that place called? It was on a man-made lake in Tualatin, Oregon. It was very lavish.
A man-made lake?
Yeah.
They dug out a lake just for kids
Lake Oswego was man-made, actually.
Is it a reservoir, or did they just dump water in a hole?
Lake Oswego was straight up, like, they boarded up an area and then poured fucking water and cod and shit into it.
Well, I want to hear about this kiss. So, set the scene.
So they're on a lake,
but terraforming's so interesting.
So, I'm pretty sure... Or we can listen to Ross about Reservoir.
Wait a second, what did they use to dig the hole? Okay, so you're on a lake.
No, that was the meal earlier in the evening.
The meal.
I only mentioned that to say,
were you, sitting pretty close at the meal?
Sure, yeah.
You can feel
we were in a big group. Everyone's with a date, there's no
Was there
stragglers.
Any hands on the thighs at all?
Maybe. I mean, that wouldn't have been that out of the normal. At that point, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Sam's a player. Okay.
But at Megan, just bleep it out if you want to. It's funnier with last names for context.
Megan Trainor.
Megan McKenzie's.
Alliterative.
Megan McKenzie.
Or you know what? It could have been
Madeline
like a presidential
Parker's house.
Yeah.
Megan McKenzie, Madeline Parker.
One of the two.
Look them up.
Beautiful lakeside home. And it was in that brief window where, like, parents would be there, but, like, okay, we're going now. Like, we know where all of you are.
That's a weird, like, you guys don't do too much, but have fun.
Yeah,
I think the parents get off on it, honestly.
Like, our kids
Probably.
are fingering each other.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, they're all
fucking
here
parents sitting down in the car, they're looking at each other, they're
smoking.
Hell
like, dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna smell his fingers when he gets fucking crazy.
My son's definitely going to talk about this on a podcast one day.
Honey,
What's
our
your
son's
dad?
dick
They didn't
is
No, and that, and also, like, they're all here, so, like, our work is done, even if
Yeah.
they're getting drunk, and, like, some people were probably doing a little, you know, I was paired up, you know, I wasn't
Stinky
doing
pinky.
it, maybe had a cold one or something, a stolen Coors Light.
Ooh.
Coors.
But yeah, you know, we were watching The Real World,
The movie?
if I
my
recall.
God.
I don't know,
what
the television
I don't
show.
know the-
Yeah.
I don't watch TV.
The Real?
You're not familiar with The Real World?
No, what is it?
It's
Like a
been on the air
sitcom.
like
Is it like The
30
Wire?
Isn't that one of the girls from there a porn star now?
I
What?
think so. It's a reality show. It's like
what's the
thinking
porn
Seventh
Maitland
Heaven.
Ward.
What's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Ward?
first last name. Maitland Ward, yeah.
Is that who you first kissed?
Hey,
No,
we're never
it's a
gonna
porn
hear this
star.
whole story.
Oh,
We gotta
Yeah.
stay on track.
It's I mean, that was pretty much, you know, we're all hanging out. A couple, because it was like 2 dinner parties that were there. So, you know, some of the randos got the hint.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those of us that were,
Cool.
you know, paired up, put some Real World on, and, you know, we each
Turn the
had,
lights off.
all of a sudden the conversations, you know,
course.
dwindling, and you realize everyone, I couldn't see anyone, but everyone was making out probably.
Oh, those are great moments.
Kind of innocent.
Could you hear
in a
anything?
way.
Yeah.
What?
Could you hear it? Any other people making
Probably.
out? Nice. That'll get you going.
Now,
Cutting it close.
And
All
I'll
right,
spin it-
14-year-old.
speaking of
sounds
cutting
like
it
cut
close,
it
at that point, what do you guys remember about your erection at that point? In your own evening.
Well, I don't know if I had an erection at that point because I'm much younger than you. So when you were 14, that would make me...
No, I mean at your first kiss. Like at the moment of your first kiss. Were you like too nervous?
I was way too nervous to have a boner, for sure.
I already told the story of mine, and I did not get hard. It was horrific.
Huh.
Yeah.
I feel like you're supposed to, right?
Oh.
No, well,
How
what-
hard did you get? Jesus Christ.
I think later on, further down the line, when I had my first like consensual
Yeah, the
kiss,
nice one.
Yeah, it was fine.
You should keep it to the
I-
things you've each consented to.
Yeah,
you know,
well, no,
that's a different
gotta get
podcast.
the
it
full
wasn't
picture.
that bad. I can recap it real quick.
Yeah, give us the bullet points.
Yeah,
of your
because if they don't know
I'm
it,
having a terrifying, like...
No. What happened was there was this girl, Jessie, in my grade who was like, Noah, I want to kiss you. And I said, no. And then she just kept telling everybody else, I'm going to kiss Noah. And I was like, no, she's not. And then so what she did is she came up, she grabbed a handful of my hair and slammed my head into a wall and just kissed me anyways. Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
cute,
that's
huh?
not going to arouse many people.
Yeah.
How big was your boner when that happened?
But
I know, I was out in public,
It was-
I was like, there was around people, so it'd be kind of weird if I had a huge 8th grade boner.
right.
As huge as that can be.
It's crazy.
I
My
just
I
boner
bet
was
it's huge
way
right now,
bigger.
actually. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I
How
rem-
big was your boner?
I
us
remember
about that
thinking, I'm trying to.
I was 5 inches in 8th grade.
Wow. Dude, what?
Good, right on the meaty curve.
Already?
4 now.
No, I just remember thinking, like, you got to get cooler about this because you were rocked up right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know,
Well, you're so
and-
young.
Yeah, but
Hey,
just
you've
like
been thinking about it
being
all
stoked,
fucking
but
day.
also like there's a progression you're aware of. You've seen some
Yeah.
movies at this point, and you're already like,
You're top notch.
yeah.
Okay.
You guys want to see a picture of
Oh
this
my
person?
god, are you the
please.
boner? Jesus.
Yeah.
You guys, I took a picture. to
You
remember.
call your boner a person?
Call it this person.
Wow.
Oh wow, you're showing it because it's a brag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Oh yeah, that's
humble
wow.
brag. She's
What
got,
the hell-
like-
did she look like that then, or is that her now?
That's her now. That is not a picture of her in 8th grade or 9th
Jesus
grade.
Christ.
How much of these abs did she have in 8th grade?
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't matter.
Where does she live now?
Like Scottsdale. It's kind of a vapid person. Went to Arizona State.
Vapid
you know,
good?
Oh,
no,
Arizona
it's like
State.
dense.
Yeah.
ASU, real
no,
big
Sundown
drinking
Valley.
Can I ask you a
problem.
question?
Yeah.
Was this her first kiss?
It
You
was.
know? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude.
To each other, huh?
No, it was her second.
Oh,
Such a
who cares?
dude.
Never mind then.
Uh,
Fuck that guy. Fucking 9th grade dickhole.
Who
Really
was her
too
first
bad.
kiss? Do you know who her first kiss was?
Yes.
I met him at the homecoming dance.
Oh, was that awkward?
Well, no, because her and I were just whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Same group.
You didn't.
That was a lot of like stag people.
I like that.
You know, like I wasn't quite ready to be like, yo, you should roll with me to this yet, and most of
Yeah.
my friends weren't either.
How was the kiss?
It was cool. Like as I mentioned, I was
It
like
got you rock
clearly,
hard?
yeah,
Tongue?
Yeah.
a little bit. So that here,
little
like I'll
bit.
combine it. Like yeah, there was some of that, but the first time we went for it was at the movie The Aviator a week or so later
Oh, were
The
you really
fucking
good?
aviator?
with Leo. Yeah,
Yeah, where he's sitting in a movie theater full of piss jars.
At the end, yeah. Like I didn't reinitiate it during that scene.
Boy, this got me rocked up, baby.
I'm back.
you wanna go at it?
I had the same. Oh man, can I say something embarrassing about it?
Please
Of
do.
course.
I was wearing sweatpants.
Oh.
Did she notice?
Yeah, that was with the pants I was
Was she
wearing.
flattered?
I
You know
hope
what does not
She
surprise me that even back then you'd wear sweatpants to a date.
This was the winter formal?
no. This was like a week later when we really had
Oh,
like
at the
a
movie
hardcore makeout
Okay,
session.
you wore sweatpants to the movie theater. I get
Yes.
it.
So you kissed her and then later made out with her?
We made out a little bit, but it was more.
It wasn't
there
a
were
one-time
people
thing.
in the room. No, we were dating.
Nice,
We had.
nice.
Damn.
Well, I think now we're all rock hard.
So Ross's virginity story was way too long and way too boring, so we're not going to hear about that. But his first kiss story was slightly less long and slightly less boring, so here is that.
Ross, your first
Be
kiss.
with you.
My first kiss? Oh,
How old were you?
I don't know how old I was, but I was in 8th grade. Wait, was that the same as Sam?
Same
Nine.
as me.
No,
I was in 8th grade, so we're all about the
8th
same area except for fucking sad Noah over there.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
not sad.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so my first, 8th grade, I was seeing my first girlfriend, and I say first girlfriend, it's like the first girl that I was ever like, oh yeah, we're gonna like date,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then we just text all the time and never hung out ever.
No,
you know?
yeah, that's how my
Yeah.
first
A lot of
girlfriend was.
texting.
A lot of
Yeah.
texting.
And you break up and the pain is like nothing you've ever felt before.
Well,
you know?
it was because the way that we broke up. Oh wow, this is a whole nother story. The way that we broke up is the girl that would later be my high school girlfriend offered to send me nudes, and I was just like, yeah, sure. And then she screenshotted those texts and sent them to Lana.
No.
Ah,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And you dated that girl?
Yeah. We'll get to my first fuck later.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
explains a lot about you currently. I feel.
Yeah.
I was about to see
you know,
if there's some parallels.
there's
You
some
see some
patterns,
patterns you
yeah.
notice in your everyday
Without
life.
bringing up a
learning to-
specific example, as
Look,
Jake did.
I'm learning to hear or break these patterns and such things.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, we gotta analyze them from within.
Yeah.
That's what I say about women.
Listeners should know I'm a frequent cheater. Apparently.
You struggle with monogamy to a
I
degree
struggle with monogamy.
that
Look,
makes it shocking
not a-
you
she
keep
has
trying
you,
to do it.
so
You're exactly right.
And she flip phone texted you, would you like some news? And you're like, I've never gotten this text
here's
before.
the
Of
fucked up
course.
thing. Not only she preempted it, and this is why I think we dated, because I respected her fucking level of commitment.
Was she trying to break you guys up to date you?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Because she had a crush on me since 3rd grade.
She's like, I'm gonna make my move.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Well, and her move was she was like, yeah, me and this other girl, and she just happened to mention the hottest girl in 8th grade. We got together and lesbian experimented together, And I was
She's
just
telling
like,
you this?
yeah.
How big was your boner there?
Like I said, 5 inches in 8th grade. I'll never. I measured it with the yearbook ruler, or not the yearbook, the school planner.
The what?
The school planner ruler. You know, the one that you can
From
attach.
nose to 6 inches, typically, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, that won't make me feel as bad.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 inches.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my favorite part about that is I know that you showed up to school the next day and lied. You 100% did.
No, I didn't. I didn't have
Pass the
any.
ruler, I swear.
You didn't have any
I
friends.
didn't have any friends. Yeah, in 8th grade. Didn't have anyone to lie to.
Like, God, I wish there was somebody who knew how big my dick was.
Yeah.
What a fucking bullet I've got.
I had to carry that secret with me through all of 8th grade.
Yeah, what happened?
So
So you're with your first girlfriend.
first, this is my first girlfriend.
Yes, before the big debacle.
Before the big
Oh,
debacle,
09.
which I love that we just went straight to the end before we even
Yeah.
get to the beginning.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like a, I guessed a year. I don't know how old he is. He looks 70.
That might be
He
exactly.
looks 70.
What's that?
What year were you in 8th
You'd
grade?
be like 07?
Let's see.
It's not important. I just
No, it was
guess.
09.
Oh my god, I got it right.
Oh, in the 8th grade, right?
8th
yeah,
grade,
yeah,
yeah.
because I
Nailed
was
it.
6th grade. and
Because
you're
6th
09.
grade, well, 6th grade was 07 because I went to the World Series.
Well, that doesn't track. That's a difference of 3 years.
What?
07?
Well, 6. Wait.
No, because the school year overlaps.
Yeah.
2
Oh
years.
yeah,
It
that's
overlaps,
always confusing.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
set the fucking tone. Set the scene.
Okay,
Wow,
so
chicka,
this is my
wow,
first girlfriend.
children,
I've always been a
TSU.
romantic person. While I might struggle with monogamy, I like try to do gestures
good at it.
and shit, you know. And
Which is so weird. It's kind of sad
I
that
mean,
you're both very romantic,
yeah.
except when it comes to staying faithful sexually.
Who's this?
You.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No, I mean, I don't need to get into my current life. Anyway. Yeah, so I was like, it was this big thing. I was going to get my braces off.
Oh.
And the
That's a
entire
big
time
day.
we dated, I had my braces on, right? And
Makes it hard.
it makes it hard. I was also very ashamed. And I was also like too proud to be like, you know what? This girl's not going to taste like iron on her first kiss. She's going to
Okay.
taste nothing but my
Yeah.
lips.
So you had a plan the day after you get your braces off.
Not the day after, the
day
day
of.
of. I had an appointment in the morning. I was going to go get my braces off and come back, and it was going to be like the last period of the day. She had art. I was going to go up to the art room and like text her and be like, hey, come outside, show her my teeth. And then
That's
I
the
know.
weirdest romantic.
Just like look at my smile.
Let me show you my teeth. Hey, babe. Cheese. So you showed her your teeth.
No.
like a primate.
Well, no, that was the plan. I just wanted her. The romantic gesture was it was that it was that.
Look, babe.
Listen, this is sweet. This is very
Okay,
romantic.
so let me
It was just
hear.
like, okay, imagine it like this. You're an 8th grade kid. You've been like self-conscious about your smile for months and months and
Yeah.
months, and like she knows about it, you know about it, and you
share
get
it
your
with her.
braces off, and you go and you like smile at her with your own fucking teeth for the first time since you know each
Not
other.
with somebody else's. With
Yeah.
your own teeth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
not with fucking
We're getting
railroad
first
tracks.
kiss, first smile.
Yeah, in a
Okay.
way, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, combining those two.
Heartwarming.
It's just anything to amplify the moment. That's
Yeah,
what I'm here
very
for.
heartwarming.
You know, that's why I grabbed another
Yes.
beer.
So
Anything
you-
to pick it up.
You kissed where?
We kissed.
On the mouth.
Well, see, that was the plan.
Oh.
But when I went to the orthodontist, they were like, "You have to wear a retainer for the next 6 to 8
Okay.
months."
That's not bad.
And nobody told me that.
Oh.
So I was going in there like
Your
I had
plan's
this whole
ruined.
plan, yeah. And they told me that, and I was like, oh, I'm still just this fucking hideous little loser kid with a speech impediment now
Sure
because the
is.
fucking
Yeah,
retainer,
make you
you
gotta
have
lisp.
to start lisping, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was like, I can't walk up to her and just like, hello.
Like, oh, kiss me now?
I was planning this for a while.
I have less metal in my
This is my real smile. Look at my teeth. So they told me that, and then like my mom was driving me back to fucking middle school. I don't know why I said fucking, that was unnecessary, but
Fucking middle school.
Fucking middle school. Hard times.
Cutting it close.
But I started driving back with my mom to middle school, and I just started having like a fucking like breakdown. Because I was like, I can't I can't go and see her now, and like I didn't even tell like I did.
The world's over.
And I was too ashamed to tell my mom that I just wanted to kiss a girl, and like that's all this was about.
Your mom didn't know your plan?
No, no, because I was like no one. I was like my parents didn't know I was dating anybody until like a year and a half into like my first like fucking.
Your first fuck.
Yeah, first fuck and all that.
Wow.
I don't know why I was so secretive about that.
She just
Mom
thought you
didn't
were pissed about the retainer.
Yeah. So I started having this fucking breakdown, and then she like pulls not to the side of the road. She pulls into the middle of the road, like into the median.
Hugs the median.
Yeah, because and she was like, Ross, you need to tell me right now. Are you struggling with depression? And
the answer was yes.
The answer was yes, but it was also not like because I knew that I was only sad because I couldn't kiss Lana.
Yeah, it's smooch depression.
But my mom was like so worried about my mental health.
It's like
and I was just like, yeah, no, I'm mentally ill.
She's making me crazy, Mom.
Talk about karma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you absolutely are.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you don't fake it, Ross.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but
you have this heart-to-heart with your mother. Is that you kiss your mother? Is that the story?
Dude, this sigh on the end of that laugh made me want to kill myself.
I can't not do it.
You have your heart-to-heart.
We have a heart-to-heart. My mom's like, you know what? You're already out of school. Let's go get you on some meds. And so we drive to the doctor.
Okay.
Dr. Horiuchi, he's a great man.
You're making the insurance round.
This is the story of your first kiss.
Yes.
You're really getting that deductible paid off before you get your first kiss.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Yeah.
So
oh my God.
Dr. Moriarty.
The amount of health insurance costs that I incurred on my parents is truly absurd.
I had that too.
I mean, they're still paying for my therapy, but anyway.
That's nice.
We went to the doctor.
Anywho.
Long story short, because this is about me kissing somebody.
Yes, you didn't kiss
the doctor's
doctor?
like, Ross, how frequently are you sad? And I was like, pretty much every day. And he was like,
every day I'm not kissing.
Every day I'm not kissing. Until I
kissed.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe depression is just built into like sexual repression or something. I don't know.
for sure.
I think it might be for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're still at a doctor's office right now with the story.
So what happens with the kiss? Let's get to the kiss.
So I get
hopped up on doctor pills.
I get prescribed Wellbutrin.
Okay.
And then I literally like missed the entire day of school.
Oh, plans ruined.
But I got to go back for last period.
Oh, that's when
because
the plan took
my
place.
mom was like, "Do you want to go back to school?" And I was like,
Yes,
"Yes, please."
I've been trying to get back there all day.
To get back there all day. And like she dropped me off, and she was like, "Make sure you keep that retainer in." And I was like, "Yeah, of course." As soon as I walked in the door, I ripped the retainer out. And then, like, I texted.
You gotta talk to a
You're
lady.
just bleeding.
Yeah.
You're like, kiss me!
But no, I actually pretty much never put the retainer in after that either. That's why my teeth are still crooked.
Oh, okay.
Orthodontics.
Tying it into today.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
Tarantino.
Orthodontics are what, Ross?
Yeah, orthodontics. You know, it's all just a Ponzi scheme.
It's a sham.
It's a sham.
Yeah,
It seems like a pretty exact science.
No, I mean
Who
it's an
needs it?
exact science, but why should you
Pretty
care?
tried and true results.
Unless you're having like jaw problems, like
Yeah,
just
it's
keep
all-
your teeth.
That's
It's
how
all
you
pretty
rebel from your
shallow.
parents. Is you just have fucked up teeth.
Yeah.
You don't wear your
It's like, yeah,
retainer.
I know you spent $4,000 on my teeth.
Fuck
to be
you,
straight,
Mom.
but fuck both of you. So I took the retainer out.
Yes.
I texted Lana. I was like, "Hey, can you meet outside of class?" And she's like, "No."
Taking a test or something?
Yeah, she was taking a test like at the end of the day. And
An art test?
No, she's out of art at this point. I thought I was getting...
You got the schedules mixed up?
Yeah, I got the schedules mixed up.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay. I'll just, meet you at the buses then. So then I'm standing out
Always
there.
the romantic.
Always the romantic. I'm standing out there, by her bus, because I know her bus number, because I had walked her to her bus,
100
every
times
day.
a day.
Yeah, exactly. Not 100 times. The bus is only there twice.
Oh, right. 2 times a day.
I could only walk her to the bus
once a day. Okay.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Just logistically, I want this
bus
to be
86.
set.
You're standing outside.
No, it was 112.
All right, you nerd. That was scratching his ass over there. Sorry.
My ass is halfway up my back.
Yeah. Isn't that all of our asses? Anyways.
No, it's not.
So I was at bus
112.
112. 2012.
Coney
Great
2012.
year. Harambe.
Yep.
Okay. So standing at bus 112, bell rings, fucking everyone floods out. And I see Lana, and she's like, "Where have you been all day?" And I was like, "At the doctor's office."
Multiple offices. It's been a while.
And then I smiled, and her face lit up, and she was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Okay, I still get the fucking."
Did you
moment.
not tell her ahead of time that
I didn't tell her.
Okay,
I didn't tell her at all.
Surprise.
Yeah. Okay. So it was a surprise. That was the romantic thing. It's like, hello,
because she loves you so much.
Which is really, it's more just selfish. It's,
for sure.
It's like,
it's
look at me.
It's mostly about you.
Yeah.
Look.
And so you kissed at this point?
We kissed at this point.
Wow.
No, it was 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
No,
No.
it was a long story.
Here's the story of every doctor. For the next 12
How was the kiss?
She had so much lip gloss on. I will never forget that.
Sloppy.
No tongue, but my face felt like it'd been painted. But it was
no tongue?
No tongue.
Boo.
Just rubbing lips together. Fat lips though. It wasn't like a pucker. It was like you know,
before you knew how to do it,
motorboating
really.
each other's lips.
Was it her first kiss?
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe so.
Suck it, Sam.
Yeah.
That's just what she told you, dude.
Yeah, she's a whore.
No. I mean, yeah, maybe. Who cares, you know? Sex positivity. No, she was. It was her first kiss, for sure.
Good.
Yeah, I can claim that.
It was the first and last. She got hit by the bus.
Well, the bus is stationary at this point, so she'd have to be run over by the bus.
or run directly into
She ran into the bus.
We kissed.
It was.
She hit
It was
the
so
engine block.
bad.
She dove in front of a bus.
Ugh.
Oh, that was good. That was it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you really had some
Kiss
sense
first
there.
look, everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't get an ovation after mine.
No,
Well, you didn't
yours
give
was
us
great,
quite
too.
this fucking doctor story arc over here. It was
And I
a
guess
medical
you
drama.
said-
It's like the stories my grandma watches.
Now it's time to hear about the fucking. Sam did it, and this story is one we did not see coming. Here we go.
Damn. Now that we've really bonded over this and we're better friends from it, I would like you to tell me about your first fuck.
What would you like to know about my first fuck?
Which hole did you put it in?
Oh.
Straight to
No.
the nonsense.
I was,
How old were you then?
18.
What if it was before the kiss? That'd be hilarious. I was.
But it was just real rough.
Yeah. I hired a prostitute at the age of 8. 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I was too.
Yes.
Was it secretly me in disguise?
She was blonde. No,
Wow.
she wasn't. She was not blonde.
I bet I have a better ponytail than
Mm-hmm.
her. So, were you guys? This is your high school girlfriend? Or
It was not.
your
This
summer fling.
evening began at the Golden Dragon 18 and over exotic dance club
Wow.
downtown in beautiful
18 and
Portland,
over.
Oregon. Yes. They call
God
them
bless those people.
juice bars.
Letting teenagers into these
I almost
places.
got a job there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at that specific
Yeah,
one.
that one is the juice barista or whatever.
The juice barista.
You was the
sounds like
the
a lame
D-
superhero.
You as the DJ would have been an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one of those
Give us a little
places.
18 plus DJ voice.
DJ.
It just says to a DJ.
No, but they get like
I'm a DJ.
they go up an octave. Like, coming to the stage, it's Mandy or whatever.
DJ.
It's just regular names. It's like coming to the stage.
DJ.
Tracy.
Samantha. No, I bet it's not that different than hosting an open mic.
It seems
Being
kind
one of those strip
I
clubs.
talk so much shit at open mics.
Well, you couldn't
Yeah, you
do it like
roast
that.
all the
And
strippers.
this next stripper coming to the stage looks like a dick. She
You
probably
roast
wears
them all.
cargo pants.
Don't mind the C-section. Give it up for Tulip. That's not a good.
No, I like
name.
Tulip.
Don't mind the C-section. I like the way it sounds a lot.
Right.
Don't mind the C-section. Give it up for Tulip.
Mind the gap.
No, so
So
like
you were at this place. You were drinking some juice.
probably the summer after my I could have been home from in fact I was home from freshman year of college.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
on
You
a
were-
weekend,
yeah.
got out on a Friday,
Friday night.
went
in
home
the
because I wasn't,
Swego.
and was hanging with some friends, and we enjoyed a couple of those spots at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You get real drunk at home,
Yes, you pretty
figure out how to get down there
because you're 18.
because it's legal
Of course.
at that point to be in there, and this particular evening, I was. You guys are going to be shocked when I say this, but I was tipping him back. I was having a few.
What?
I
That's
was-
unlike you.
I was in my cups a little bit, and
Did you ever fake what's happening?
no. This was an 18 and over club.
Hey, how were you getting your boozes back then? Though?
I
Or
brother?
were you just bragging about drinking juice?
I was tipping back the juice, literally, or
I had more
like
than
eight
my
cranberries deep.
my share of vitamin C
yeah,
for that day.
getting the juices ready for later.
No, I don't know how we got it.
Somebody's older
brother or
Yeah,
some.
okay. It's a cool mom, cool grandma.
I wish, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. No, it was
Okay,
none of the above.
that's why you kiss your grandma, fellas.
Some
By your
some
booze.
weed involved.
Jesus.
There might have been some Robitussin involved that evening as well, but later on, this would have been
Robo trip.
this would have been a celebratory robo trip.
Oh, because of the first fight.
Correct, but
We're getting there. Hold your
Post-sex
horses.
robo
I love
trip.
how your idea of celebrating is losing your mind and shitting uncontrollably.
Yeah, you've known
I'm
me a
gonna
while
celebrate
now.
by mimicking schizophrenia with over-the-counter drugs.
Yeah, it was late,
Yeah.
Only 7-Eleven's open. There's only
It's a
so many
Friday night
options.
now, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so set the scene. What's she look like? You got a picture of this one too?
I don't have a picture.
Damn
of this
it.
Say
next
the full
one.
name so we can all
I
Google
don't
her.
remember what it was.
Whoa.
It was
Hardcore.
something tells me
Something jasmine? Cinnamon jasmine?
that it is not her real that it was not her real name that I
Okay.
was given.
Chocolate okra, let's call her.
Let's not stop saying problematic shit.
What? Chocolate okra, what is
That
that?
sounds delicious.
Yeah.
That's food.
I suppose.
What about donut burger? Would you like- What about donut burger?
donut burger's kind of gross too, but for like
That sounds like a
First-
racial slur for Americans.
The first time I ever made love, it was to young donut burger.
she was only 17. man. Because I had been drinking, fairly heavily and
A
without
lot of juice.
without
baby.
abandon. I was putting money down. I was trying to look
Yeah.
like a big shot, and as memory serves, I told her that I sold like bongs wholesale to
Nice.
head shops,
Very
and
nice.
that's how I made like my real money.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if she
Hilarious.
believed me or
That's
not.
a great cover
But
story, though.
I think her angle changed at this point. There's got to be a statute of limitations on this, but
Did you
when
do
we
something
went
illegal?
to the yeah, I did, man. When we went to the champagne room,
Oh.
at some point it became apparent that, like, I wasn't going anywhere for a second. Like, usually once the song, you know,
Yeah.
they kind of do their thing, they make it fun for you, and they get you out of there. But she was, like, grabbing towels and lotions and such.
We're in the champagne room.
And so I texted my friends, like, because I think the deal was, it's time to go, so I'm going to go get this lap dance.
Did you lose your virginity to a stripper?
Yes.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
Okay, this was all... I thought this was with your
This
friend.
is just the doctor's
No.
appointment.
She
missed this.
she put the Jimmy on me. Didn't get a choice there, which
Yeah.
I would have said that's fine, but one of
That
those
seems like a pretty good
things.
choice, though, to put the Jimmy on.
It does,
Yeah.
which is why I would have volunteered
condom.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
but,
Jimmys are condoms for us.
So the question is, were they always doing that, or how special was I?
Yeah.
How many in were you that night?
How many drinks was
No,
I?
like how many Jimmys did she put on that night?
Just the one, man.
Just the one on you.
I don't think I gave her the impression I was, like, ready for another go-round.
Okay.
And it probably would have costed me more money
Mm-hmm.
at the same time.
Wow.
So you paid for it?
I did. I never... The agreement was never made. That was the transaction.
But you, like, tipped or whatever?
Yeah, you did.
It was more than your typical lap
He did more than tip.
Yeah.
It was,
And I know you guys are youngsters. You're new to being over 21.
Mm-hmm.
2 years in.
22.
Ross, you've been to your share of strip clubs, though.
I've been kicked out of a couple.
Yes.
Correct. For not paying.
Wow.
Not because I did anything wrong.
Yeah, they get mad.
Not because I did anything wrong. Just because I was trying to sit at the rack and have a beer without any money in it. So yeah, when we exited together,
You and the stripper?
yeah, I was trying to, like, play it cool
Yeah,
or
of
whatever, but I don't know that I did that, and then we left soon after.
Sarah
returned
walks
home.
out like,
Kinda.
oh my god, you guys.
How
But
soon,
also-
how soon did you tell someone you fucked a stripper?
As soon
How
as,
soon
like,
did you
then
come?
and there,
Then and there.
pretty, like, I was self-aware enough, and I think old enough, that, like, you didn't do such a good job in there.
Yeah, no, it's always quick the first time.
It's gonna be.
No, okay, was it her first time as well?
I like to think so. I like to think that she didn't
Tell me about anybody else.
overpowered by
Yeah.
the
The
desire
virgin
to
stripper.
do
Her whole
it.
Yeah, she's a stripper. He's like, I've never actually done this.
She was really hot though.
Oh wow.
Real hot
Yeah,
lady.
if we Google Stone Cold Jasmine, she'll pop up.
No, I don't know why you think she would. But
Look her up, folks. All the listeners.
I'm just thinking of more fucking dumb names. Wile E. Coyote. I lost my virginity to Wile E. Coyote. Yosemite Sam.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh god.
Dude, if I ever strip, I'm going by Foghorn.
I said, put the Jimmy on.
Alright, here are the highlights of the trash monologue Ross went on to tell us about fucking for the first time.
It sucked.
It was bad.
How old was I? 15. Sophomore year. It never happened like that. Neither of our parents were home. But one night, so I went into my dad's room to get a condom. My dad reminds me a lot of you, Sam. Yeah, but the Magnum obviously didn't fit. And the only song that was playing the entire time was Sail by AWOL Nation.
Oh my god.
We broke up the day I graduated high school.
I had a friend in high school who, whenever I went out of town, he'd come to my house and he would either fuck or jerk off in my bed and just not tell me.
Well, there you heard it, folks. We talked kissing, we talked fucking.
With our penises.
Kissing with our penises, fucking with our mouths.
Both of them.
Our friends are sad.
Sluts.
We learned a lot about them.
Yeah, sad sluts.
Sad little sluts. Follow me at Jake Toilet on Twitter and Instagram.
And me at Noah_DWSON on Twitter. That is Noah
You spelled it wrong.
_ WTSON.
I said D.
Did I? DWSON. DW.
Romantic.
Just like, look at my smile.